Is farming and ranching neighbor, and welcome back to Down on the Farm Country. I'm your host, Larry Marble. Of course, today is the second day of May, 2024. Hey, neighbor, thanks for joining us at Granny Marble's kitchen table. Neighbor, it looks like it's time to take a look at corn, beans, and wheat and the movement thereof, courtesy of John Tuggle. Tuggle & Company Corpus. Weak energy markets and a strong U.S. dollar pressured the grains early yesterday morning, only to see corn and beans rally somewhat during the session, with corn eventually closing up 4 cents and beans up 6 cents for the day. Crude oil's trading below the $80 a barrel level for the first time in about a month. The corn futures market's been range-bound for the last several weeks. It is well supported by the good domestic demand while waiting for the potential for planting weather scares as the crop gets planted and growing. South Texas wheat harvest is slowly picking up steam amid the persistent overcast, humid conditions. Corpus Christi's public elevator is open this week for Milo trucks 7 to 4:45. Houston's Andersons and Hanson Mueller are open weekdays 7 to 3. Timco is open weekdays from 7 a.m. to noon. They'll extend those hours as wheat harvest picks up. For more information, contact John Tuggle, Tuggle & Company Corpus, 361-852-5207. We are on the line with Chris Carter from Karnes County Livestock Exchange down Kennedy Way. Chris, we always begin by thanking the folks that do business with us.
Yes, sir, Larry. We do want to thank all of you for your consignments. Last week, we ended up with 906 head of cattle, and the market was steady to a touch softer in some classes.
Walk the pens with me.
Number 1 steers, 2 to 3 weight, 315 to 375. 3 and 4 is 315 to 350. 4 and 5 weights, 282 to 335. 5 and 6 is 265 to 305. 6 and 7 is 245 to 275, and the 7 and 8 weight 224 to 251. On the heifers, 2 to 3 weight 278 to 350. 3 and 4 is 287 to 345. 4 and 5 weight 261 to 288. 5 and 6 is 238 to 294. 6 and 7 is 212 to 268, and the 7 and 8 weight 192 to 2 and a quarter. We only had 3 packer bulls last week. Better ones brought from 135 to 147, and the median was $1.30. We had 127 pack cows. High yielding was 125 up to 133 on the best cow. Median 110 to 121. And the low end 85 to 95. We did have that sellout last week. We had about 40 bred cows, and the better end brought from 1900 to 2100. Planter ones 1150 to 1350. We also had 40 pair. The better end brought from 1800 to 3000, and the planter ones 1300 to 1500.
What do you have under the barn for this week?
Well, at the present time, we've got 395 head checked in, and we're looking for about 5 and a quarter come sale time. And our count, we've got 80 packer cows and bulls, 20 bred cows, 11 pair, and the rest are yearlings.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
If you have any questions, please call Waylon Rouse at 361-542-0810 or myself, 210-286-5345.
Chris, thanks for the call. We appreciate you.
You bet. Take care.
Neighbor, let's take a look at the meat movement from yesterday. USDA's national pork carcass cutout value lower on the Wednesday afternoon report, 77 cents down to $97.99. The belly was down $10.61 to lead the way, with the loin and the butt primals the only reported higher. USDA's estimated federal hog slaughter, 480,000 head on Wednesday, with a weekly total 1.438 million head. That's about 13,000 head below last week. Neighbor, as we look toward the beef side of this protein meat equation, we'll hunt for that wholesale box beef price. Found it lower in the afternoon on Wednesday. Choice box down 83 at 293.54. The select down 188 at 288.07. That took that choice select spread we talk about to 547. USDA's estimated Wednesday federally inspected slaughter, 123,000 head, taking the weekly total to 360,000. Looks like last week's trade, 182 to 183 in the South. Northern deals 184. Neighbor, I haven't seen anything but 998 head offered. No bids asked at 184 to 185. Neighbor, there's your meat movement.
1874. Barbed wire was patented and ranching was forever changed. Now, 150 years later, ranchers continue to tackle tough challenges with new innovations, like RangeView from Enview. By providing a data-driven view of the land, RangeView helps you get the most out of your grazing management, rangeland health, and herbicide treatment decisions. See how the latest innovation in ranching can help you at tryrangeview.com. RangeView is a trademark owned by Environmental Science US LLC or one of its affiliates. Not all products are registered in all states.
I'm on the line with Sean Geiswhite, and we've decided we're going to go over the cattle sale. How did it do?
It was real good, Larry. Cows and bulls was probably, steady. I didn't look like they took any money off. We had some of those cows bring up over $1.40 again, and some of the bulls up to like $59. So thought we got along real well there. On the calf market, it looked like there was a little more activity on some of those, cattle that had a little bit of condition yet. All the steers probably 5 to 10 higher, and then the heifers probably steady. And then, getting into some of these plainer cattle, I thought that thing was sure a lot higher today than what it was. We don't have that on our market report, but it seemed like plainer cattle sure got along real good today. So I thought we got along real well. It all worked good. Everybody, a lot of buyer activity, and everybody jumped in there and needed some.
Well, tell everybody how to get a hold of you for next week's sales. Sheep and goats Tuesday, cattle on Wednesday.
You can reach us at 830-997-4394.
Sean, thank you a bunch, and we'll talk to you Sunday evening.
That'll work. Thank you, Larry.
Bye-bye. Neighbor, let's talk about Wholesale Steel San Antonio. Wonderful company. George and crew want to do business with you. Their heavy-duty line can allow you to work, move, crowd, and load your animals with confidence with your own equipment. With heavy material and strong construction, those panels withstand even the roughest stock while still remaining portable. Check out their price list at their website, wholesalesteelusa.com. Round pins, stalls, panels for separating livestock. Lifetime limited warranty on those cattle panels. Local dealers available. Locations in San Antonio and Hearn. Call the San Antonio office, 210-64-2000, or the Hearn location, 979-280-6100. That's Wholesale Steel. We are on the line with Kelly Thigpen, Pearsall Livestock. Kelly, how'd the sale go?
I thought it went good, Larry. Ended up with 726 head of cattle there today. All had, 125 or so packer cows, bulls. All that market was, fully steady. Maybe a little bit stronger than what it was last week. I think $1.32 on the best cows there today, $1.55, I believe, on the best bulls. So really good, strong market there. Did have a few red cows in the mix. A good bit of activity on those, kind of 1,500 to 2,000 on the bred cows there today. And then calves and yearlings, it was pretty well fully steady. Looked like some of these fleshier new crop calves might have been a little bit softer. Quite a few of them there today. Looked like the yearling cattle and the really good number one kind of cattle with any kind of dish fill. Sure fully steady with what they've been being. So still a really good market. Just was a bit softer on that. Thought we got along good. Like I said, ended up with 726 head today.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you for the next sale.
Call us there at the office, 830-334-3653. My mobile number is 334-1047. Like I said, on the website at PearsallLivestock.com.
Kelly, we appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Bye-bye. This is Larry Marble with Down on the Farm, and I'm with Tony from D&D Farm and Ranch. That's ddtexasoutfitters.com. Tony, we're talking about one of my favorite things, and I use them on my place all day long, steel products.
Yes, sir. Yeah, well, spring is going on right now. Spring season is going on right now. It's a great time to get some steel products. Right now, we're running a 10% off on all steel products, your chainsaws, weed eaters, blowers, and more. Whenever you buy a gallon of gas of their premix fuel or a six-pack of their engine oil, it actually doubles their warranty when you buy any gas-powered machine.
Well, tell everybody how to get in on that warranty.
Yes, sir. Yeah, just give me a call at 830-379-7340, extension 162.
We've been with Tony from D&D. Tony, thanks for being on Down on the Farm.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
We're on the line with Jim Wheeler from Atascosa Livestock, Pleasanton, Texas. Jim, how'd the sale go this week?
Market was decent. Cow market was steady. Numbers were short. We did have over 2 inches of rain around the area, so hopefully it'll be a little bit better this next week.
Walk the pins with us, Jim.
185 head, 100 were steers, 63 heifers, 17 cows, and 3 bulls. Steer side 2 to 3 weight, 270 to 395. Heifers were 260 to 350. 3 to 4 weight steers, 260 to 340. Heifers were 255 to 320. 4 to 5 weight steers, 240 to 315. Heifers were $235 to $3. 5 to 6 weight steers, $230 to $285. Heifers were $220 to $255. 6 7 weight steers, $210 to $255. Heifers were $2 to $240. 7 to 8 weight steers, $1.85 to $238. Heifers were $1.60 to $210. 8 to 9 weight steers, $1.65 to $215. Heifers were $1.40 to $1.85 there yesterday.
What'd they have on the cows?
$260 this week, same as it was last week. Best packer cow brought $1.35. Best bull brought $1.57. Red cow, we did not have a test on them, and we did not have any pairs.
Are you aware of anything for this next Tuesday?
Yeah, I got several people calling. If it doesn't rain, they want us to come pick up some cattle, but it's not but about 25 head total in 2 places.
Well, that's a good start to a good sale on a Tuesday there in Atascosa County at Pleasant. Jim, tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
You can reach us at 830-569-2516.
We appreciate it, and I'll talk to you next week.
Thank you, sir.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
This is Channel 5 reporting live from the rangeland, where earlier today, a death was reported. I'm standing here talking to...
Mesquite.
Mr. Mesquite. What happened here today?
Well, Weesatch and I had been living on this rangeland. Every year, the rancher would spray us with herbicide, and we'd take a nice, long nap. But we always woke up.
What changed, Mesquite?
It's that Invora herbicide. The rancher used it with Rangeview to target his application. And now I don't think Weesatch is coming back.
I wouldn't think so. It's guaranteed
Control for 5 years.
You heard it from Mesquite himself. Invora and Rangeview stop brush for the long haul. It's guaranteed.
Start investing in the long haul with guaranteed Mesquite and Weesatch control at Invora.com. That's INVORA.com. Always read and follow label instructions. Invora is a restricted use pesticide. Invora is a trademark owned by Environmental Science US LLC or one of its affiliates. Not all products are registered in all states.
Klein, here we go. We're on the line with Klein Spear from Southwest Livestock Exchange, Uvalde. Klein, let's go over sheep and goats before you tell us how many cattle you're going to have.
Had 657 head yesterday, Larry. Pretty steady overall there with what we saw last week. Heavy lambs, $1.45 to $1.90. Those light lambs, $2 to $2.60. Those fat ewes, $65 to $1.20. Those thin packer ewes, $45 to $75. Those packer nannies, $40 to $1.20. Those fat Spanish nannies, $1 to $1.35. Those stocker nannies, $1.45 to $2.40. And those good cabritos, $2.30 to $3.15. And those lightweights, $2.05 to $3.40. And the billies, $1.35 to $2.15 yesterday.
How about the cattle side? What's coming?
Going to be a touch lighter. We had a few guys get a little rain. We got 275 on the yard tonight. We got about 150 cows. Had some guys had to bring some cows in. We got about 100 bred cows standing here. Some of them are a touch older, but we got a lot to pick from if a guy needs a few cows. But we'll catch a few more in the morning. Hope for maybe a little rain this evening. So should be a good market. Kind of where the board's been. We'll be all right. It ought to be good.
Tell everybody how to contact you, Klein Spear.
Give us a call at the office, 830-278-5621, or my cell phone, 830-591-3241.
We appreciate it. Thank you for the call.
Thank you, Larry.
Bye-bye. Neighbor, I'm Larry Marble. Don't forget about McCoys.com. 62 stores, 3 states. They've got plenty within this region, whether it's things for lawn and garden, whether it's lumber, whether it is things from their building and trust department, any product you need out on your farm and ranch to get a building job done. Why, they even have gates and panels. That's McCoy's Building Supply Centers, McCoys.com. We are on the line with Cousin Brian Lintzman from Seguin Cattle Company. Cousin Brian, how'd you sell sheep and goats and cattle?
Turned out pretty dang good today, Larry. Ended up with 570 head of cattle. Board was down some today, but the market really didn't change. The biggest swing we saw is on these bigger heifers. Had lots of big cattle today. Like I said, I think we kind of had that little glut where them little calves were bringing so much. We sold all them little calves off, but had a lot of those 7 to 8 weight cattle and those big heifers, like I said, we saw them get a little cheaper, but they are fleshy, but they're still dollaring out plenty of money. Those 2 to 3 weight steers, $260 to $338. 3 to 4 weight, $235 to $354. 4 to 5 weight, $235 to $310. 5 to 6 weights, $231 to $288. 6 7 weights, $233 to $274. With 7 to 8 weight steers, $224 to $240. Get to the heifer made 2 to 3 weight heifers, $228 $315. 3 to 4 weight, $220 to $305. 4 to 5 weights, $225 to $276. 5 to 6 weights, $205 $251. With 6 7 weight heifers, $210 to $230. Cows, kind of unchanged. Top end of the Packer cows, $135 today. Top end of the bulls, $156. Had a few palpated cows from 600 to 1,000, with few pairs up $950 to $2,200. That was kind of the cattle market. Sheep and goats, 961 head today. I would call it a tick softer, maybe, but I mean that's just numbers. And top end of the nannies, $300 today. Kid goats bringing from 280 to 335. Dorper used 155 on the top end, with the Dorper lambs bringing from $1.80 to 285. So, like I said, just not a bad day.
Well, I'm glad you had a good day. Going to have a better next week. Tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Brian.
You can give us a call at 830-379-9955, or you can call me on my cell phone, 830-305-0652.
Have a good weekend. We'll talk to you next week.
Let it rain, Larry.
I'll do my best. Thank you.
All right. Take care, bud.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Neighbor, it's time to take a shorter look at the grains, courtesy of John Tuggle, 361-852-5207. Milo through Corpus in May, D's plus 75, 978. Yellow corn to Corpus in May, July plus $55.75. Hard red winter wheat to Houston in May, July plus $66.85. And number one beans to Houston or Placido, August, September delivery, November less 90, 1075. 179 bale of Texas cotton, prices $64.51 to $68.01. Neighbor, that's it for Down on the Farm.